Welcome to MB Tool Reviews. Today on the channel we're looking at the wolfcraft dowel master, or the wolfcraft dowel jig 464500. This is currently retailing at around about £25 on Amazon. So for that £25 you get this dowel master, and also you have this carry case, which within the carry case comes with it a 10mm, an 8mm and a 6mm brad point bit. Usually this has a plastic insert which keeps everything nice and tidy, but I got rid of that because I've had this for a long time. I also added in some spare brad point bits just in case these ones weren't blunt. Also with the brad point bits you get a set of depth stop collars, 6mm, 8mm and 10mm for each of the bits. You also get various sizes of wooden dowels, 10mm, 8 and 6 again. You also get an Allen key provided for the depth collars. You also get 6 of these centering pins. These are for marking out other boards once you've drilled out your dowels. I'll demonstrate that later on. So now a closer look at the dowel jig itself. Obviously you can see here on the tool it has a 6mm, 10mm and 8mm set of guides. It also has these 4 plastic pins which are centering pins, so when you are working on the edge of a workpiece you take these and you turn your dowel jig into them, pushing both the pins against the workpiece. That way you get a central hole, and that doesn't matter what size of wood you're working on. As long as you push the 2 pins together against the wood you will get it in the center. You also get this guide fence with the tool, which you have to unscrew using these 2 flat-headed screws, and that can be attached and removed for different applications of the tool. This tool can do butt joints and T-joints. So I'm going to use the 6mm bit and the 6mm hole on the dowel jig. I'm not going to be using the fence today. If you want me to show you how to use this tool fully, I will post a video. Just leave a comment down below and I'll post a video later on with the full details of this tool and the different applications. So usually you're supposed to clamp your board down, but I'm not going to bother because it's not really important at the moment. And you take the 2 legs, as I said, and you push them up against the workpiece, so the dowel jig is now tight against the workpiece, and then drill down. Now that you've got the hole drilled in the workpiece, as you can see this is dead center, you can take one of these pins, pop it in there. Usually you do more than 1 dowel hole, you'd maybe have 2 or even more depending on how long the workpiece is. So you take one of these centering pins and you could then get your workpiece, line it up wherever you want, and you can either bang it down with your hand or you can give it a tap with a mallet or hammer, like that. Then you have a little hole or a little dent in the workpiece, and you know this is where you now need to drill for your dowel hole. Obviously this dowel is about half the size of the workpiece, and I've drilled a hole which is about halfway down into the dowel here, so these should match up if I drill another hole here, and it should fit in. Something I didn't mention which comes with the kit is a small bottle of glue. I've obviously since used that. It's just PVA glue, wood glue, so you can buy yourself any wood glue, and that's for gluing in the dowels for permanent joinery. Obviously I'm just demonstrating today, so I won't bother with that. And now that you have your pinhole, you can either drill down freehand with the 6mm drill bit or the chosen drill bit, or you can set the depth collar to the length of the dowel, and you could also use the dowel jig if you wish to. You could put it straight over the hole, and you can see your marking. It's not that easy because it gets quite dark, and then you can drill down. If you push it through, poke it out the other side, you can pop it on there and into the hole. So I now have that lined up exactly on that pinhole. You might be wondering why you would do it like this. It's because the dowel jig can currently act as a stop because it's already set to the right depth. Then so I've now drilled the hole in the middle of the workpiece, and you can take your other piece and join the two boards together, and you get this nice T-joint. Obviously, if this was a proper workpiece, you would probably measure it out and various other things. But I just wanted to use this as a simple demonstration. So obviously at £25 for an entire kit with various different components, this is a pretty good price. This dowel jig can be used on workpieces between 12 and 30mm, and it is very handy for repairing furniture and joining boards. It's a lot cheaper than using something like a Festool domino or a biscuit jointer, but it has the same principle. The only issue I have with this tool, the only dislike I have about it, is that you need a flat-headed screwdriver to loosen off the screws and to attach the fence, and then as you just saw, the screws fall out all the time, and then you're trying to adjust the fence, and I always forget which way it goes round, and it's a real headache because then the bolts drop off and it can be quite annoying. And I think Wolfcraft were aware of that, and that's why they have made a new one, and that will be my video for next week. So with that said, please join me next week to have a look at that, and thank you for watching today's video. If you have any questions about this tool or any other tools, please leave a comment down below, and also if you'd like to see more videos on this dowel jig, let me know. If this video was of some help to you, please give it a like, and please remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.